It's Christmas time, and there is something so special about a classic vanilla cake, especially when it's coated with the best homemade chocolate frosting. This recipe is really easy and perfect for any baking skill level, including those of you who have never made a cake from scratch in your life. So, without further ado, let's get started. Here is a list of ingredients we require for preparing the cake base. First step is to grease the cake pan and line it with parchment paper. So here I am applying oil using a silicone brush and lining it with parchment paper. Again brushing some oil on the top as well. We need to preheat the oven even before mixing the batter. So please make sure to preheat the oven for about 10 minutes at 180 degrees. Next step is to whip the wet ingredients well. So for that here I am taking 4 eggs and using electric beater to whip it. You can even use hand whisk, but it might take a longer time. Also please make sure that the eggs are in room temperature. So beat the eggs for about 1 minute and add in 1 teaspoon vanilla essence. Doing this will ensure our cake doesn't smell too much of eggs. So please make sure to add vanilla essence while beating eggs. Once combined, we can gradually start adding powdered sugar in parts. So here I have taken 1 cup powdered sugar and adding 1/3 of it initially, beating for 2 minutes and adding some more sugar. Repeat this process for the entire sugar. So the beating time should be around 6 to 7 minutes, I would say. By then we should be ready with our fluffy egg mixture. At the end, I am adding 1/4 cup of oil and mixing it well. So now our wet mixture is ready, we can keep this aside. Next step is to sieve the dry ingredients. So here I have taken 1.5 cups all-purpose flour or maida. To that I am adding 1 teaspoon baking powder and half teaspoon salt, sieving it and giving it a good mix. Now we need to combine dry and wet ingredients together. So add this dry mix to the batter, a very little at a time, and gently mix it using cut and fold method. So we cut the batter in the middle and fold in the dry ingredients. That's why the name cut and fold method. The way we are mixing is very important, otherwise we will end up with a very dense cake. Repeat this process until all the dry mix is done. And finally I am adding 3 tablespoons hot water and giving it a good mix. The batter is now ready and it is time to bake the cake. Take the cake pan and transfer the batter to it. Tap the pan a couple of times to help get rid of air bubbles. Now this is ready to go into the preheated oven for 30 minutes at 180 degrees. It's been 30 minutes and I'm taking out the cake from the oven. Inserting a skewer to ensure that the cake is baked properly. If the skewer comes out clean, it's the indication that our cake is done. Now I'm demolding the cake. And see how light and fluffy the cake is. Now we can start making the chocolate frosting. For the frosting, I'm going to use whipped chocolate ganache. Making this frosting is really simple. It literally requires only 2 ingredients, chocolate and cream. The two are melted and then whipped after being cooled. Take the cream in a saucepan, set over medium heat and bring the cream to a simmer. Please make sure not to boil the cream. Take chocolate in another bowl and melt it using double boiler method or even in microwave. Now pour the hot cream over melted chocolate and whisk the chocolate cream mixture until everything is well combined. Now we need to keep this inside refrigerator for about 1 hour. After 1 hour, you can use an electric mixture to beat for about 4 minutes until it becomes light and airy. Here I have used 400 ml cream and 400 grams chocolate. That means I have used 1:1 ratio. If you are a chocolate lover, you can even alter the ratio by using 1 part of cream and 2 parts of chocolate as well. Our whipped chocolate ganache is ready. I am filling half of it in a piping bag. Now I am slicing the cake using a serrated knife. Applying some cream at the base to ensure that the cake layer doesn't move out of its position. Now place the first cake layer and apply the sugar syrup using a silicone brush, or even you can use a spoon. Now apply a generous amount of frosting onto the cake layer and smoothen it out using an offset spatula. Now place the second cake layer and repeat the same step. Frost the top and even the sides of the cake. You can use tissue paper and clean the base part. I am giving a very simple and basic decoration over here. You can decorate it as per your wish. And our delicious cake is ready. Please do try out this simple recipe at home and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notifications so that you get updated with all my future uploads. See you soon with another video. Until then, bye.